Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, our group will present about Sunway Construction Group Berhad. This company belongs to Sunway Berhad, which is founded in 1974 by Tan Sri Dr. Jeffrey Shah and operates in 1986 at Petaling Jaya. This company has existed for 40 years in Malaysia, starting from a subcontractor to becoming an international company. Their history began in 1981 when they used Sunway Quarry and Construction Sendirian Berhad as their company's name, but then in 1984, KLSE listed their company's name as Sunway Holding Berhad, and that is why they changed their name into the new one as Sunway Construction Sendirian Berhad. In 1989, they start their first construction at Kuala Langkawi, Malaysia by taking small-scale project that was previously public amenities and abandoned jetties project. A few years later, in 1992, they setting up precast division named Sunway Precast Industries Sendirian Berhad. Then in 1994, they setting up Sunway Concrete Product, and in 1995, they setting up M&E division named Sunway Engineering Sendirian Berhad. Lastly, in 1996, this company setting up Sunway Machinery Sendirian Berhad, Sunway Geotechnic Sendirian Berhad, and achieved to complete their first shopping centre, which is Sunway Pyramid. In addition, their mission is to be a leading regional construction and engineering group, while their vision is innovating to deliver value underpin their relentless effort to drive positive and sustainable change in the way they work and operate to create value for all their stakeholders. That's all from me. Thank you. I will pass it to my other friends.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Zulaikha binti Junidi. My metric number is 056502. Now I am going to present about the services provided at Sunway Construction Sendirian Berhad. There is 5 main services at Sunway Construction Sendirian Berhad. First is Civil Engineering and Infrastructure Construction Service. This service usually involves large project construction. For example, they build highway, airport, transportation, and so on. Even though it takes a lot of time and money, but Sunway Construction insists they have skilled engineers to satisfy client requirement to produce high quality products. Second, they have Foundation and Geotechnical Engineering Service. This service basically provides to design and build the earth retaining system. I forgot to mention that Sunway Construction is also the provider of piling situation, including board piles. So they can also do the service of board piling, micro piling, offshore piling, and many else. Third, there is Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing Service. This service include the work like designing, installing, repairing, watering, and others. Sunway Construction hired professional electricians to handle the dangerous situation. For example, they can install air conditioner and heating in ventilation, lift system, and they can also handle high voltage, low voltage electrical system. Fourth, they also have industrial building and system precast manufacturing. They supply precast concrete such as precast facade, precast water tank, volumetric staircase wall, and so on. Their manufacturing is now located in Senai and Iskandar, Johor. Fifth, they also have renewable energy service. They are the company that provide solar power producer for large-scale farms. They are the solar provider, and they even registered as PC service provider. Not only that, they claim that they have the advanced technology to provide their client a high service quality product. You can visit their website to know more about the detail of service they provide. Thank you. That's all from me.
A very good greetings to everyone. My name is Kavita Pillai, daughter of K. Devakumaran Pillai, and my metric number is 056433. In my part, I will explain the importance of risk analysis. Risk analysis is actually a method to find out, distinguish, or evaluate factors that can and might influence the business goals or accomplishment. Risk analysis led an organization to see what kind of risks they are exposed to, and it gives them choices whether to face the risk, share the risk, or ignore the risk. For example, life always exposed to various kinds of risks everywhere we go, especially financially. An example, like business loss. A couple had a business and they faced major loss in it due to some factors like high production costs and less revenue. This is why risk analysis play an important role. For this example, it could that the couple should have done what kind of risk would they exposed to, and if they put their business on the market. The market is very competitive, so they should evaluate all kind of risks possible that they might face and take decision to face it, share it, or ignore the risk. So the impact will not be that bad. If they decide to face it, they should prepare some kind of backup plan like taking an insurance or invest money in buying bonds and etc. if they face risks that they cannot avoid. In this assignment, we choose companies that are related to construction industry, which is Sunway Berhad. Obviously, construction-based company exposed to many kind of risks like high costs due to high input costs like cement, sand. Other than that, injury, especially to its workers where they work on construction site, they are exposed to many kind of drilling machines, bulldozers, and other big machines that can cause injury if they are careless. And also, during cranes carry bricks, that are possible for them to drop on one of their workers is very high. Also, there are possibilities where there are some part of the building which is under construction collapse and so on. So it is very important for construction company like Sunway Berhad do their risk analysis so they do not overlook risks that they might expose to, and they will be more prepared like having backup plan like take insurance policy and etc. In Malaysia, risk management has been emphasized since 1990s. Risk or danger can be classified into four kinds. Extreme risk, risk that requires immediate reaction, since the risk can cause bad impact to the enterprise, like natural disaster or invasion of pests. High risk, risk that requires action that can cause damage to the enterprise, like serious injury caused by handling machinery like chainsaws. Moderate risk, need to be monitored and response procedure needed, like damage to theft to equipment or tools. Low risk, risk that can be managed with routine procedures, like poorly written contract. So, management need to consider all kind of risks and take the proper measurements or steps like doing risk analysis. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Najihah binti Ali. My message number is 055958. I will present about exposure risk of Sunway construction Berhad. First is fire. It's nothing new that construction industry have to deal with a variety of hazards, but a growing number of construction site fire are drawing attention. Fires during construction can spread rapidly, especially when sprinklers have not been installed or activated and other combustible materials are present. There are numerous that cause fire on construction site. First, heat. The equipment such as those used in welding, cutting, and grinding can catch fire on person's clothes, scrap wood, or other materials. Heating equipment used to dry paint can overheat and cause fire. Second, electrical errors. Some fire occurs when electrical wires short circuit. Explosives are not used properly. The third one is fuel. They are often open sources of fuel such as gasoline and acetylene on construction site if they come in contact with heat sources. The third one is fuel. They are often open sources of fuel such as gasoline and acetylene. Defective equipment can also be the one of cause fire at construction site. When those heating equipment and electrical wiring are defective or in need of repair or replacement, they can cause a fire when it being used.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Husana Nabila binti Wahab, matric number 057062. Now we are going to evaluate the risk exposure for the building. Sunway Construction Group Berhad owns a building that is not looking too old or too new. It is purely made of wood, brick and steel like other buildings. After some research, there is a moderate chance for the building to collapse and take damages, but we cannot rely too much on that since anything can happen if it is not taken in good care by the management of the company. First of all, the building should be built on a strong foundation if it is built around the kind of ground that is swampy. But we still need to take extra cautious since we all knew that even stable grounds require solid foundations to ensure that the building is strong enough to stand on its own. Then, alterations made to the basic exterior and internal design should be studied well first. For instance, removing one of the beams that provide the building with protection might allow it to be vulnerable to damage. It is also important to try and prohibit additional and unauthorized building because it is the cause that put more pressure on the building's weight keeping ability to produce cracks on the walls. In the case of ruined structures, the priority should also be on restoring them rather than on improvements that minimize durability. Okay, that is all from me. Now we will move to the next part.
Hi, now I will continue with my part, which is the importance of insurance. First, we should know what does insurance mean. Insurance is an early protection or arrangement against the possible risks in one's life. Having an insurance is very important in both personal life and professional life, such as businesses or in organizations. First, let's see how it's important in our personal life. Insurance is providing safety and security in our personal life. For example, if an insured is dead and their families are in panic state, this insurance will assist them financially. Then, insurance is also important for medical emergency, as we can't predict what kind of health problem life can bring us. As the cost is unbearable, the insurance will help to bear the cost or lessen the cost. Next, it also important for a child's future. Insurance help the parents to save their money to for their child's better future. Furthermore, insurance is also important for the business organizational as it helps the business to claim that it costs such as property damage. Then insurance also a best way to the organization protect their property. Finally, it also protects some business income whenever the business had shut down or had to face high costs. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syuhada binti Muhammad Rafi and my matric number 056371. This world is full of uncertainties and unpredictable events. Hence, it is very paramount to get an insurance for ourselves and other family members. There are several insurance companies in Malaysia that listed under top 100 global insurance company in 2020. That is Lion Life Insurance Malaysia Berhad, Hong Leong Assurance Berhad, Great Eastern Life Assurance, Prudential Assurance Malaysia Berhad, and top 20 is AIA Berhad. Many insurance companies offer variety of insurance products to fulfill the customer's need. Let's take a look at the common type of insurance policy. Firstly, life insurance, or the other name is personal insurance. This insurance is very significant policy to finance the family members when the insured is dead or become disability. The insurer will give sum of money to the beneficiary as an income to settle any debt or to survive after the insurance is gone. In this insurance, there are many types of policy offered by the insurance company, comprised from whole life insurance, term life insurance, endowment life insurance, and investment-linked insurance. Next, property insurance is also a common insurance policy that people will take. It works as an assurance to the insured property if their property is damaged due to fire or theft and any other perils. Thirdly, marine insurance is important for export trades and activities. From the name, we can know it is essentially related to the sea. This insurance cover for an event such as collision of the ship, heavy weather in the sea like monsoon season, fire occurs on the ship. This insurance policy give a protection to these four types of subject matter, which are hull and machinery insurance, cargo insurance, freight insurance, and liability insurance. Other than that, fire insurance is also included in the insurance policy taken by most of the people. This insurer will pay the compensation if the insured property destroyed caused by the fire. Lightning, fire, and explosion are the basic perils this insurance will cover. Moreover, this insurance is one of the insurance policy that give indemnity to the third party, not the insured party. This insurance known as liability insurance. The insurance company will pay the compensation to third party on the insured behalf if any injury or damage occur caused by self-carelessness toward the third party. This insurance also not cover if the insured commit a crime. Fifthly, guarantee insurance is a protection or security that a commercial organization take to cover from dishonesty, fraud, or burglary caused by their employees. It only covers direct pecuniary loss. Lastly, a social insurance will give the society a coverage if they become unemployment or disabilities and many more. Same goes with security organization or so. Every company will pay 1.75% to provide their employee from employment injury scheme and invalidity scheme. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Anshafika Meti Muhammad Sabri. My number matric is 054700. Now I will explain about the insurance coverage. Okay, the first insurance coverage that I will explain is contractors professional liability insurance, CPL, or also known as errors and omissions coverage. This coverage, this is liability insurance that provides contractors and building workers with compensation for construction errors. So this insurance will help to cover the settlements that very costly for your business to pay on its own. So this coverage has become an essential part for constructions for the contractors' operations. This insurance helps to protect both the firms and the client. And this insurance policy also typically designed to provide coverage to the insured for both the cost of the defending against the claim and the cost for damage that ensure. Before starting the project, the contractors already know the elements of risk in their job, no matter what the project they consist of. So that's why this CPL insurance is purchased by the contractors that provides the designs and building service. So this insurance also cover the mistake that made by the contractors or also made by the third parties such as engineers, architects, and other contractors. CPL also covers contractors and building professionals throughout the case of design defects arising during the construction of a building project, such as, okay, I will give some scenarios such as the engineer or the designer was sued because of misinterpreting the drawing or design of the buildings, or the engineer and the designer was sued because ordering the costly material that cannot be used. So these are some of the scenarios which the professional liability insurance will cover for your expenses and damages resulting from the negligence claims. Okay, the next one is comprehensive general liability insurance. Comprehensive general liability insurance helps to compensate or provide coverage for third-party bodily injuries and property damages. So this insurance is the foundation of the business insurance because this is the only insurance that purchased by the small business. So this insurance help to compensate or provide coverage for the bodily injuries as a result for the work that we do only or because of product that we sell. So we need to understand that first. So if a guest is injured at your place of work or property damage during the construction, so we can use this insurance, but we need to understand first that this is only for a guest or customer. This is not this insurance will not cover anyone related to our business, such as employees, partners, owners, and more, because we can find this type of coverage for this claim with the workers' compensation or health health coverage. Okay, I will give you as an example. Okay, as example, if a customer trip into the ladder or toolbox during the electrical and carpentry work, it will cause them injured. So the medical cost for their injured will be covered by the comprehensive general liability insurance due to our negligence. Okay, next is inland marine insurance. Inland marine insurance is a form of business insurance that protect the goods, products, and equipments as they are being shipped or transport on land. Okay, this coverage is designed to help secure the company property that is movable or used for shipping and interaction purpose. Okay, as example, if we go to visit the job site throughout the day and we are carrying our own tools and equipment, we would want the inland marine insurance to protect our tools and equipments. And for the word marine, the word marine actually has nothing to do with the oceans. Okay, I will give you one fun fact about inland marine insurance. The original terms of inland marine actually does come from the ocean marine insurance, because it was originated a long time ago when the cargo ships bring the shipments from the Europe to America. So over the time, the business started to transport the goods by the rivers and lands by the trucks, buses, barges, so cargo still needed to be protected. The insurance business started to offering the inland marine insurance as the branch of the ocean marine insurance. Okay, the last one is cyber insurance. Cyber insurance policies cover a wide range of possible consequences that could affect your business after a cybersecurity incident. So, cyber insurance typically protects your business responsibility for data breach concerning personal customer details. And constructions-related businesses also face the same fundamental cyber attacks and threats as the other industries, but they have unique risks associated with the special tools that they use for managing data, delivering services and system, and more. So the examples of their special tools is 3D buildings information modeling, or we call it as BIM, which is builds information model use computer base file use to support efficient decision making for planning, for designing, construction and building operations and maintenance, and also drones, which drones helps them to enable job site surveillance, surveying, and access to previously inaccessible places. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Vinodini, daughter of Velusamy, and my metric card number is 056444. For my part, I'll be discussing why we recommend these insurance policies to Sunway Constructions Berhad. First of all, we recommend Suncon Berhad to take the contractor's professional liability insurance, or also known as the CPL insurance. This policy will cover the legal defense costs and settlements in case of claims from clients for actual or alleged negligence that may occur while providing their services. The errors and omissions that could happen in Suncon Berhad are failure to deliver promised services, errors in services, and oversights. At moments like this, the CPL policy will cover for the payment for legal expenses related to work mistakes. Next, we recommend the Comprehensive General Liability Insurance to Sunway Construction Berhad. This policy will cover expenses related to claims made against Suncon Berhad by third-party or injured customers and damaged property. We strongly put forward this policy to Suncon Berhad as the liability lawsuits can be complex and costly. The policy will cover the company from variety of liabilities, including subsequent medical expenses as a result of injuries, and claims that arose from damages caused by installed products. Apart from that, we also suggest Sunway Construction Berhad to take the Inland Marine Insurance policy. The inland marine is needed by the company because they are obliged to transport equipments needed for the construction works. This policy would cover the expenses and replacements for the materials in case of damage while they are transported on land. Last but not least, we recommend cyber insurance to Suncon Berhad. We suggest the company to take first party and third party cyber liability insurance. Suncon Berhad deals with customers' personal information on daily basis. Thus, these policies would help them if an unauthorized individual or group gains access to the system of the business network and put them at the risk of insider trading, fraud, and cyber extortion. The first party insurance would notify Suncon Berhad about their information being exposed and paying ransom to the cyber extortionist who is
Assalamualaikum. My name Nur Azwani binti Muhammad. Now I will present about the conclusion from this presentation. So what we get from this presentation is Sunway Construction Sendia Berhad was one of the companies in Malaysia who had some risks that can destroy their premise or certain project. The risk that they faced was fire and building risk that can cause a big scale of problem in their service. This is the reason why taking an insurance really important because insurance company will analyze a risk in certain company so that it can reduce the probability and severity of the risk. In Malaysia, there are so many types of insurance that's suitable with Sunway Construction Sendia Berhad. Insurance company will suggest a suitable policy to them. Therefore, Sunway Construction Sendia Berhad must take an insurance to grab customers' trust and at the same time protect their company or certain project. Sunway Construction Sendia Berhad also need to take an insurance for their employee in order to provide and care about their welfare so that the employee will feel safe when working in the company. However, the awareness of taking an insurance among Malaysians sit on lower stage because they think they will lose a lot of money. But it's totally wrong. Insurance company works as a protection for individual, company, and many more if unexpected risks happen to them. At the last, they can enjoy the profitability and goodness. That's all from our group. Hope you enjoy and understand this presentation. Thank you.